morning, everybody. Thanks for joining in. I just want to say it's weekend's here, and it's been a long week for me, work and everything like that. So I'm looking forward to the weekend. Looking forward to the Jets football being back on television, and hopefully this is going to be a good week for everybody. Good weekend. As you know, the Jets are coming off a bye week, and so hopefully they don't come out flat. They've been practicing, been trying, get some red zone stuff. And maybe we can get some points on the board. But I'll discuss the Jet-Giant game later on, probably tomorrow. I'll have a preview video of that. This video here I wanted to make this morning was basically, like, I still see a lot of Zach Wilson haters out there, and I get it. You know, he hasn't given us much to cheer for. He's been a very, very spotty at best career so far with the Jets, and I get all that. But I also don't understand why he's not getting too much. He's not getting too much praise for his last three games, and really this is where I think he's coming to his own in his last three ball games. And because of that, I was watching a show the other night, and they were just really kind of bashing Zach a little bit. I won't say what the podcast was, but they were kind of bashing him a little bit, and he's just a flash in the pan. He had a couple good games, this and that. And so it made me think, like, I want to go back and I want to see just how he's done in his past three games is really what everybody's kind of gauging him on now. Because this is what he kind of has come into his own, in my opinion, anyways. So I started to think to myself, I wonder what these other hotshot quarterbacks, Allen and Herbert and Burrow, what have all these guys done in their last three games? And this is basically what my video is going to do. Excuse me. I just want to gauge Zach's play up against these hotshot, high-paid quarterbacks, how they've done their last three games. Now, this is not a Zach Wilson video to say he's as good as these guys, because I don't think he is. Right now, I don't think he is. I think he can be, but right now he's not. This video is just to give some positivity to any Jet fans out there and any Zach fans that are out there, because I know there's a lot of them out there. Just to see that he is making progress, good progress, and in my opinion, he's playing right up to par with some of these high-paid guys. Maybe not there yet, but very, very close. So I went online and I jotted some stats down for some quarterbacks. Didn't do every quarterback in the AFC or in the NFL, because that would have been a waste of time. I just wanted to take a few and just compare how his last three games are compared to these guys. Okay, so for example, Zach Wilson has attempted 98 passes, completed 66 of them for 630 yards. Now, that doesn't sound like a whole lot, and it probably isn't to most guys who throw the ball 50 times a game, but he also has a 67.4 completion percentage. That's pretty damn good. The thing that kills him with this is the 2 touchdowns and 1 interception in 3 games. That's unacceptable. I get that. But still, 67.4% completion. So he's playing good ball. He's throwing the ball accurately into the right guys. He's finding the right receivers. He still makes his mistakes here and there, but so don't these other quarterbacks. And for example, Josh Allen, and this concludes last night's game against Tampa Bay, which really to me wasn't too impressive. Tampa Bay is not a very good football team. Josh Allen has attempted to throw the ball 111 times, and he's completed 77 of those balls for 758 yards and a 69.4 completion percentage. Zach Wilson has a 67.4 completion. Not too much, and he throws the ball a lot more. And the difference between him is he's thrown 6 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Zach has thrown 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. So, I mean, if you want to compare apples to oranges here, to me, in my opinion, that's not a significantly better quarterback than what Zach Wilson is doing. He's throwing the same completion percentage. The yardage is maybe 120 yards more in the last 3 games, excuse me, than Zach has thrown. This is not a big, huge, like he's so much better than he is. And I know I'm going off a 3-game, the last 3-game stats here. I get that, and I'm not saying he's as good as Josh Allen right now. He's probably not. But I'm just making a simple comparison here just to show that he is improving and he's playing good ball. Now, if you take Justin Herbert for the Chargers, he's attempted to throw the ball 91 times. He's completed 62 of those balls for 653 yards. It's only 20-something yards more than Zach Wilson. And he's only completed 57% of his passes. Zach Wilson is 10% higher than that, and he's thrown 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. I don't call that better. And first of all, in my opinion, I think Zach Wilson is better than Justin Herbert anyways. But I just wanted to compare it to him because he's one of the high-paid guys. He's the franchise quarterback. He's gonna do this and that. Another thing, I don't see in his last week, he's not doing really much of anything there. And don't blame it on a new offensive coordinator, new coach, new stuff, because Zach has had all those things in his whole first 3 years. So there's no comparison there. And by the way, the Josh Allen, the Bills have won 2 of their last 3 games. Up until last night, it was only 1 of the last 3 games. So, and Justin Herbert, he's lost 2 of his last 3 games. Zach Wilson and the Jets have won 2 of their last 3 games. So in comparison, I would say he's pretty close. He's right up there with these guys. Now, Patrick Mahomes, I wrote his stats down, but they're ridiculous. I won't even bother making that comparison because the guy is like he's in a zone of his own. I don't know how the hell he does it, but he throws the ball a ton more times, yes, but he's on it. So there's really not much comparison there. I actually wrote his stats down and I said, why bother? And let me go down to Joe Burrow now. Joe Burrow also has attempted to throw the ball 111 times. That's the same in the last 3 games as Josh Allen. He's completed 80 of them for 667 yards, which is 37 more yards than Zach Wilson has at a 72% completion rate. That's great and all that. The completion percentage is really good, and he's got 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But at the end of the day, they've won their 2 of their last 3 games. So Burrow's starting to pick it up a little bit. But my video here is not to say Zach Wilson's as good as these guys. So don't anybody comment and say, oh, Zach Wilson's nowhere near good as these guys. I'm not saying that he is. Right now, maybe he's not. But I'm just trying to point out that his improvement that he's made in his last 3 games is, in my opinion, minus the freaking touchdowns and stuff that they got to get that down pat. It's kind of important. But the Jets have won 2 of those 3 games. So he's managing the game. He's playing good ball. He's keeping the Jets defense off the field by getting first downs and moving the ball. So, but back to my point. I just want to make this video because just to show everybody to be positive. Start to think positive. Maybe this is his turnaround. And another thing I don't like too that I keep seeing is, on these shows that, well, Zach's really he's improving, but he's no franchise quarterback. I don't know that yet. Josh Allen, let's not forget, for a first month, stunk his first year as a Buffalo Bill. I remember reading reports they were thinking about getting rid of him, trading him. Just go backwards and look a couple of years ago in Buffalo. They were talking about getting rid of him. He stunk his first year. So for anybody out there to just already say, I know Zach is not a franchise quarterback, you don't know shit. You don't know that. He's turned around. He's playing good ball. And let's give him credit for what he's doing. He may come out Sunday against the Giants and stink up the joint, and I can just go ahead and tear all these papers up. I'll do it if I have to. I just want to make a video that kind of shows he's playing up to par, at least very close to up to par, with all these high-paid, fancy quarterbacks out there in the AFC. So give the guy credit. Let's hope he continues this push forward, continues to play better, and maybe the next video I make will be like Zach Wilson is as good as these guys. So we'll see what happens, but thank you for listening. I really do appreciate it, and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. If you got any comments, leave them below. I'd love to hear them, and please subscribe to my channel on your way out. It helps me out a great deal. Everybody have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.